Hello, welcome to Yoga with LaMarr Magnus at the Village of Park Forest. This is a great opportunity, a great invitation for you to set some things down and give yourself a gift of yoga, a gift of movement. I guarantee that you will walk away with peace and tranquility and a feeling of vitality once this class is over. Thank you for joining. Namaste. All right, so let's begin our practice off in a child's pose. Remember to extend those arms all the way out as far as you can, pressing the palms into the ground. Let's begin the practice today of exploration by breathing, concentrating on your breath. Inhaling in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Remember to bring the glutes towards the heels. The practice today is going to be set up for you to explore your body, explore your emotions, and give yourself the gift of mindful movement. So as we begin in this child's pose, I want you to just begin with deep breathing. Let's exhale, bring the arms towards the left. Breathing through the right rib, breathing through the right lung. Palms are pressed into the ground. Deep inhale, keep the breathing very rhythmic. Exhaling all the way out. Palms are rooted into the ground. What does it feel like? Let's exhale, bringing the arms towards the right. Remember to glue your palms into the ground. Breathe into the left lung. Breathe into the left rib cage. Let's explore the body with this yoga practice today. Let's really become one with our breath, one with our movements. No judgment. Deep inhale. Let's exhale. Bring the arms back towards the front. Extending those arms all the way out. Deepening the breath. Rhythmic breathing throughout the entire practice. Let's bring peace to our body. And let's deep exhale. Let's go into a tabletop. Let's begin first with a couple cat-cows. Deep inhale, round the back. Exhale, flatten out the back. Deep inhale, rounding the back. Exhale, flatten out the back. Remember to lift the chin, lift the chest as much as you can as you go into this cat-cow. Deep pull away from the back. Exhale, flatten out the back. Deep inhale once again, rounding the back, creating spinal mobility, pulling away from you. Exhale, flatten out the back, lift the chin. Really bringing flexibility towards the spine. Let's go back into our child's pose. Remember, throughout the practice, this child's pose is your resting pose. The child's pose is a place for you to rest. If the poses begin too hard. So let's really warm up the lower back a little bit more. Let's go back into a tabletop position. Let's begin with our bird dog, extending the right hand all the way out. Left leg is extended all the way out. Reaching, extending, lifting those heels, lifting the arms, straightening out the core. Remember to draw the navel in as you extend all the way out. Balance within the body. Let's generate some strength, generate some heat within the core. Staying nice and balanced, nice and strong, extending the heel, extending the fingers all the way out. Let's exhale back to tabletop. Deep inhale, let's exhale, left hand, right leg comes all the way out. Deep inhale. Extending the left hand as if you're shaking someone's hand. Remember, The goal is to keep your balance and keep your breathing rhythmic. Drawing in the navel, drawing in the core. Nice and balanced back to tabletop. Deep inhale, exhale, back in the child's pose, lowering the glutes towards the heels. Just really focus on the breathing here. Really focus on the rhythmic breathing. Let's see how far we can get our glutes to our heels. The palms remain in contact with the ground. And let's exhale back into tabletop. Curl those toes in, and our first down dog of the practice. Down dog, we're gonna shoot those hips towards the ceiling. We're gonna alternate each heel off the ground. Deep stretch within the hamstrings. Deep stretch within the hamstrings. You should feel the stretch running from the lower back, from the glutes, towards the hamstrings, towards the calves. This is a great stretch for the organs. Great stretch for the kidneys. This is another resting asana. Let's exhale and walk those feet forward into a forward fold. Deep stretch in this forward fold. Rooting your heels into the ground. Deep in the forward fold and slowly roll up halfway. Hands right underneath the kneecaps. Extend the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the forehead towards the knee. Let's wrap the hands around the back of the knees as well. What does the stretch feel like? As you go through the stretches, become familiar with the stretch. Exhale. Flat back, halfway. Deep exhale. Let's wrap the hands around the back of the legs again. Deepen in the stretch within the hamstrings. Bringing the forehead towards the knee and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Within the practice, we should begin to feel the body temperature increase. Let's exhale towards the sky. Back into prayer. Once again, deep exhale, circling the arms towards the sky, back into prayer. Exhale into forward fold. Deep inhale, let's exhale. Take a step back into your plank. Widen out your legs shoulder width apart. We're gonna stack the shoulders on top of the wrists. Slow chaturanga down. Squeeze the glutes, up dog. In up dog, you wanna make sure that the elbows are tight towards the rib cage. The back is squeezed. Slowly lower down. Let's go into this up dog again. Lifting the chin, lifting the chest, squeezing those glutes. The palms are pressed into the ground. Your chest is lifted high. Exhale, slowly lower down. And once again, let's go into the exhale, up dog, lifting the chin, lifting the chest. Let's slowly start to rotate towards the right. Let's rotate towards the left and slowly go back into your child's pose. Great job. You should really begin to feel the heat within the lower back, heat within the body. Remember to explore throughout our practice today, not to judge. If you feel any tension or any pain, remember not to judge it. Let's shoot those hips back into down dog. Let's alternate each heel again. Feeling the deep stretch with the hamstring. Let's make sure the back is aligned. Let's walk those hands forward into forward fold. Deep stretch in the hamstring. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, halfway, flat back. Forward fold all the way down. deepening that stretch. Just really challenge ourselves every time. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. So deep inhale, let's circle those hands towards the ceiling. Deep twist, right hand lowers down, reaches towards the back. Peel open the right shoulder. Both feet are facing forward. Exhale, right hand comes all the way up. Left hand lowers down. Deep stretch, twisting. Extending that left hand. Exhale all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold. Find your plank. Exhale, slow chaturanga down. Up dog. So that is going to be the beginning of our first flow for the day. We're going to try and get through that flow a couple of times. Exhale. Down dog. Shoot those hips all the way back. Let's alternate each heel off the ground. Great stretch for the Achilles. Walk those feet forward, forward folds. Let's go through that same flow again we did before. Halfway, flat back, forward fold. Deep inhale, exhale, roll one vertebrae at a time. Circle those hands towards the sky. And once again, the right hand comes down, deep twist. Extend, widen out the chest as much as you can. Exhale, right hand comes up. Deep inhale, left hand comes down. Exhale out, twisting, reaching all the way out. Deep inhale, exhale, both hands come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Find your plank. Chaturanga down. Slow, elbows are tight. Nice up dog, squeeze the glutes. Back into your down dog. Great job. You should really begin to feel the temperature of the body increasing. You're giving your all on your mat for this practice today. This mindful movement. You are strengthening your emotions. You're strengthening your body. And let's slowly go through the flow again, walking those hands forward. Halfway, flat back, and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let's reach both hands all the way up. Right hand reaches all the way towards the right, twisting. Right hand all the way back up. Left hand comes down, twisting, both feet facing forward. Exhale all the way up. Deep inhale, exhale, forward fold. Hop back into plank or step back, chaturanga down. Up dog. Looking over the right shoulder, looking over the left shoulder. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Walk those feet forward. Reach those hands all the way up. One more time through. Reach. Last time through. Reach that right hand all the way towards the back. Exhale out. Exhale all the way up. Deep inhale. Left hand reaches all the way back, twisting at the waist. Open up the chest. Exhale all the way up. Deep inhale all the way down. Great job. Find your plank. The last chaturanga through. Up dog. And back into your child's pose. Great rest. Great flows. This is a great time to just rest in the child's pose. You can have your palms up. You can stretch out your arms. And this child's pose is a great opportunity to rest, focus on the breath. Once again, let's reach towards the right. reach towards the left. Extending those arms all the way out, breathing through the lungs, recentering ourselves for the practice. Deep inhale, round the back. Exhale, flatten out the back. Couple cat camels again. Deep inhale, round the back, pulling away from you. Exhale, flatten out the back. So let's begin with the hip flexor stretch now. With the hip flexor stretch, we're going to bring that right foot forward. And we're going to place the hands on the lower back, leaning into that left hip flexor, arching the back. This is a great stretch if you sit at a desk, if you drive a lot, if you're sitting a lot. Stretching out that left hip flexor gets great mobility within the hip. And slowly bring that left hand all the way up to deepen that stretch within the left hip flexor and the left oblique. Extend that hand all the way up towards the left, deepening that stretch. You should really feel it in that side of the body, the side obliques, the hip flexor. From here, we're gonna lower into that right hamstring, bringing the forehead towards the knee. Really deepening that stretch in the hamstring. Remember, if you feel any pain or anything, do not judge. Do not judge the sensations. Let's go with the left leg, bringing the left foot up. The knee is stacked over the heel. Stretch that right hip flexor out. Leaning to that right hip flexor. Pressing on the lower back. Lifting the chin, lifting the chest. We can bring that right hand all the way up. Side bend. Deepening that stretch. So this is just an advanced stretch. If you want to just stay with your hands on the back, stretching out the hip flexor, that's fine. But let's really dive into the stretch. What do you feel? Let's go into the hamstring here, deepening the stretch within the hamstring. The excitation, the tingling sensation. Do not judge it. This is opportunity for you to get to know your body. And let's go with all fours. The left hand is going to reach underneath the right armpit, reaching all the way underneath, massaging out the lower vertebrae, massaging out the deltoid. Just small soft tissue work within the muscles of the shoulder, within the deltoid muscle. Let's bring that right hand all the way underneath, massaging out the deltoid. Just little soft tissue work. Just massaging it, rolling back and forth. Nice self-massage you're giving back in the tabletop. Let's dig those toes back into the ground, back into your down dog. Alternating each heel off the ground, deepening the stretch within the down dog. Alternating each heel. Let's bring that right foot forward. We're gonna go into our first lunge of the day. Let's extend both hands all the way up. Remember, in this high lunge, you are on your back, balls of your back feet. Your heel is stacked on top. Your knee is stacked on top of the heel. The arms are next to the ears. Nice and strong in this position. This is a position of strength. Exhale, forward fold, reaching those arms all the way forward. Remember, you're strong on the back foot. Exhale, straighten the back. Left hand goes all the way down, deep spinal twist. You're still maintaining a long spine. Your gaze is on the fingertips. Your arm is straight. Single leg down dog, back to your vinyasa flow. Up dog, shoot the hips back into down dog, feeling a deep stretch within the hamstrings. Left leg comes forward. Left leg comes forward on the mat, back into your high lunge. Bring both arms all the way up. You're nice and strong in this lunge position. Remember, your knee is stacked on top of your ankle. You're on the balls of your feet. Deep inhale. Good fluid breaths. Let's exhale, forward fold. Let's bring tension into the fingertips. Try to keep the arms next to the ears. Exhale, straighten up. Back. Strong in this position. Right hand goes down, spinal twist. Left hand goes towards the ceiling. Back is straight. Straight line between the spine and the heel. Your gaze should be on the fingertips. You're nice and strong on your mat. And let's single leg down dog, back to your vinyasa flow. Chaturanga down, up dog, back into your child's pose. Great job. Remember, the child's pose is your resting position. You can begin to stretch out your wrist as well. Remember to give your all within this practice today. Not to judge your practice. And let's go back into all fours. Let's go into this yoga flow one more time. Right foot comes forward, high lunge, both arms all the way up. You're on the balls of your back feet. Deep forward fold, reach all the way forward. Extend those hands all the way up. Exhale, back towards the beginning. Left hand goes all the way down, deep twist. Reaching, looking at the right fingertips. Right hand goes all the way back down, slow. Back into your chaturanga, up dog, and back into your down dog. So we're gonna go into your next position, the next leg. Left leg comes forward. Raise those hands all the way up. Remember, the knee is stacked on top of the ankle. Deep exhale, forward fold. The back balls of your feet are you're on the back of your balls of your feet. Nice and straight. Right arm comes all the way down. Left arm twist. Gaze is at the fingertips. Deep spinal twist here. Reaching towards the sky. You're nice and strong in this position. Slow push up down, up dog, and back into your child's pose. Great job today, guys. Way to give it all on your mat. Your child's pose is your opportunity to practice. Your opportunity to rest. Your opportunity to recenter yourself. Let's gain that emotional strength back. One with your body. Let's deep inhale. Let's go back into a few cat camels. Inhale, rounding the back, flattening the chest. Once again, rounding the back, lifting the chest. Let's go into our down dog, shooting those hips all the way back. Walking those feet forward. Halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. From here, we're going to go into a few side bends. So grabbing the right hand with your left hand, reaching all the way over. Remember to try to keep your feet center, your hips are center, reaching all the way over and from a side bend, the opposite. Grabbing your left wrist with your right hand, pulling all the way over. Side bend within the obliques, reaching, pulling, feeling that tension within the obliques and within the side of the lats. And then forward fold. Remember, trying to bring your forehead, every time you go into a forward fold, you want to deepen it. See if we can get a little deeper in your forward fold and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let's begin the next asana in our straddle position. So we're going to deep inhale, forward fold out of straddle. Both feet are facing forward. You're going to feel the stretch within the adductor region. Reaching all the way over towards the right. Bringing the forehead towards the knee. Same idea. Reaching all the way over towards the left. Bringing your forehead towards the knee. Reaching. Let's see if we can reach and grab that ankle. See if we can pull the forehead towards the knee. Nice and steady towards the center, and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let's reach that right hand all the way up. Grab with the left hand, grab the wrist, and side bend out of straddle position. There's a lot going on here. We have a stretch within the side obliques, the adductors, the hamstrings, and let's go to the opposite side. Grabbing the left wrist with the right hand, pulling out of side bend in straddle, making sure both feet are facing forward. Exhale, and back into your forward fold out of straddle. Great job. Remember to keep the breathing rhythmic. Remember to not judge yourself. Once again, reaching towards the left, grabbing the back of grabbing the ankle, reaching towards the right, grabbing the ankle, forehead towards the knee. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. And let's begin to go back to the center of your mat. Great job with your practice today. We're going to go into a balance, our first balance practice. The balance will be tree pose. You can either place your foot on the inner thigh or on the calf. Remember, wherever your practice is, your balance is for today, that's where it is. And let's begin by focusing on rooting the heel into the ground. Your hands are in prayer. Find a focal point on the ground or in front of you that helps out with tree pose. Nice and strong in the leg. Good balance. Remember, your balance is a challenge to your emotions. And let's go into a tree pose on the other leg, rooting the left leg into the ground. Place the inner foot on the inner thigh. Hands in prayer. Remember, balance challenges your emotions. Do not judge yourself if your balance is off. There may be a little dance going on the bottom of your feet, which is okay. Deep inhale to sweep the ground. Let's go into our forward fold. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Interlace the hands, pull away from you. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Squeeze in the glutes. Deep inhale, flat back, forward fold. Remember to feel the stretch. Get used to the stretch. And let's go back into our plank. Take a step back into your plank. Nice, strong plank. Let's make sure the shoulders are stacked on top of the elbows. And let's go with a few knee tucks here. Inhale, knee tuck all the way in. Exhale, knee tuck all the way in. Just try to bring the knees towards the chest. exhale. Good. Knee tucks all the way in. Breathing in, drawing the navel in. Working those abdominals. Working the core. Nice and steady. Remember, if it gets too hard, you can always go back into a down dog or a child's pose for your rest position. Back into your plank, slow chaturanga down. Let's go into our up dog. Back into your child's pose. Good vinyasa flow. Let's stay here in your down dog for a little bit. And then let's go into our forearm plank. So forearms are pressed into the ground. And let's go into our knee tucks from our forearms, alternating each knee in towards the tricep, breathing into it, nice and steady. Alternating each heel, drawing the navel in, and then slowly go back into your child's pose. Great job today. Way to explore your body. Give everything you have on this mat. Give your all. No matter what happens throughout the day, you have given your all through this practice, sharpening your emotions, strengthening your body. Let's go into a seated position here. From this seated position, we're going to go in what they call a staff pose. Deep inhale, extend those hands towards the ceiling. Forward fold, bringing your chest towards your knee. You can either place your hands on your kneecap or on your shins, and just really try to bring your chest towards the knee. There should be a deep stretch within the Achilles tendon, the soleus, the hamstrings, the lower back. Let's get used to the stretch. Let's get used to the tingling sensations of these stretches. Let's get to know our body. Let's become one with our bodies. Let's bring that right knee in. We're going to take the left hand, wrap it around. Your opposite hand is your spine. As you twist, peel open the right shoulder, lifting the chin, lifting the chest. As you exhale, twist. Almost like you're rinsing out the towel of water. You're twisting the spine. Let's bring the left knee all the way in for a spinal twist. The right hand bear hugs the chest, bear hugs the knee towards the chest. Left hand is the spine. And let's twist. Peeling open the left shoulder. Once again, like you're rinsing out the rag, twisting at the spine, eliminating all the negative stress. And let's slowly lower down towards our back. From this position, we're going to go into what they call a bridge pose. So interlace the hands, and we're going to deep inhale, lift the chin, lift the glutes off the ground, lift those hips off the ground. Remember, your heels are rooted into the ground. Your knees, do not allow them to cave in, and slowly lower down. And let's bring both knees into your chest. Stretching out the hip flexors. Just giving yourself a hug, giving yourself a little love for today. Once again, bridge, lifting. Bridging, lifting those glutes off the ground, pressing through your heels, squeezing those glutes. Remember, do not allow your knees to bend. And let's go through a couple of marches here if you can. Marching, strong in the glutes, and lower down. Bringing your both knees to your chest. Stretching out the hip flexors. This is a great stretch for the lower back as well, the lower vertebrae. Bringing those knees to the chest. So if you have any issues with the lower back, definitely this is a great stretch. We'll go bridge one more time. Lifting those hips off the ground, squeezing those glutes. Begin with your marches, alternating each heel coming off the ground. Squeezing glutes, nice and steady. And slowly lower down. Last time, bear hugging the knees towards the chest. Giving yourself love. Giving yourself a hug. It's okay to give ourselves a hug. It's okay to give ourselves love. And let's slowly bring that knee all the way in and slowly lower it down towards the right. See if we can keep both shoulder blades on the ground and our focus is towards the left. So you can place your hand on that right knee just to increase. Just bring the right knee all the way in. Gentle stretch in that hip. Grabbing the knee, pulling it all the way down, nice and gentle. Your gaze is to the opposite side. And let's begin with a few abdominal work. Extend full sit-ups. Extend, exhale, lifting all the way up. Rolling your vertebrae down. Exhale, lift. Peek through the window. Exhale, slowly lower one vertebrae down at a time. Again, deep inhale, exhale, lift. Slowly lower down. Working the core. Deep exhale, lift. Slowly lower down. Working the abs, lift. And slowly lower down. And once again, grabbing the knees, pulling the knees towards the chest, stretching out the lower back. This time let's bring both knees down towards the right. Opposite hands towards the left. And let's go to the opposite side. We'll just bring both knees towards the chest again. To the opposite side. Both knees down, both arms towards the opposite side. This is a great stretch for the lower back. Great stretch for the lower vertebrae. Let's bear hug again. So from here, we're going to go into a few straddle positions, seated positions. So from here, we're going to extend all the way towards the front, reaching towards the front of our mat. So the goal here is to really reach as far as you can, feeling the tension within the inner thighs. Remember, this tension that you feel within the inner thighs is a great release. It's great for releasing tension within the muscles. Releasing the stress, very similar to how we relieve stress. Just reach the right hand all the way towards the right leg. Opposite hand comes up, so we have a double stretch. Remember, do not judge what you feel. If you feel a little excitation, just become familiar with it. Don't judge it. No need to create a story about what you're feeling. Just accept it. And let's go to the opposite side, reaching all the way over. Grabbing the toe, opposite arm reaches all the way over, so you have a double stretch. Once again, don't create a narrative. Let's go into our butterfly stretch, deepen in the stretch within the adductors. Pulling the heels all the way in as much as you can. You can place your inner thigh, you can place your elbows on the inner thigh. You can begin to twist out of this butterfly region. This is a great stretch for males who have tight hip flexors and tight growing muscles. Let's take the opposite hand and twist out of butterfly. From here, we're gonna forward fold out of butterfly. So forward fold, nice and steady out of butterfly. Remember, do not judge any tingling sensations you feel. Any pain or anything like that, do not judge. So let's begin by going to our fours. Let's go into our stomachs. We're going to be working some mini cobras here. So from here, let's place the elbows close to the rib cage. Your palms are flat on the ground. And from here, all we're going to do, we're going to just slowly lift the chin, lift the chest, keeping the forearms on the ground. So you're pressing the forearms on the ground, squeezing the back, squeezing the glutes, exhale, and relax. Once again, squeeze in the glutes, lift the chin, lift the chest, and relax. Again, mini cobra, pressing the forearms into the ground, pressing the palms into the ground. Lifting the chin, lifting the chest. And slowly lower back down. Let's challenge this back extension by interlacing the hands now. Deep inhale. Exhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Squeezing the glutes, pressing the palms of the hands together. And relax. We're going to advance it a little bit more by extending everything, pulling, lifting. Inhale and relax the forehead back down to your mat. And let's prepare for another Superman. Deep inhale, extend those arms all the way out, extend the legs, quadricep extension, lift the chin, lift the chest, and relax down. Relax the forehead towards the mat. And let's get one more repetition in. Deep inhale, extend those arms, extend those legs, extend the knees, quadricep extension, and then relax back into your child's pose. Remember to bring the glutes towards the heels, extend those arms all the way out, and glue your palms into the ground. Deep stretch within the deltoids and within the pectoral region. Good, breathe into it. Remember, your child's pose is your safe place. This is your resting pose. Deep breaths. Let's go into your tabletop. Deep inhale, down dog. Shoot those hips back. Alternate each heels coming off the ground. Single leg dog, and let's go into your pigeon pose. Right knee towards the right ankle. Trying to keep the shin parallel to the opposite wrist. Slowly lower down. This is a great stretch if you have any tight hip muscles or tight hamstrings. Remember that the pigeon stretch is a stretch to open you up. It's a stretch to relax. Remember not to judge yourself throughout this position. Just allow the body to relax. This is a great time to just focus on your breathing. following the breath towards the muscle. And let's slowly get out of that pigeon pose, shaking off the leg. Let's go into pigeon on the left leg. Left knee towards the left wrist and slowly lower down into pigeon. Remember to allow the hips to open up. The longer you stay in pigeon, the more the muscle relaxes, the more the joint relaxes. Nice deep breaths here, bringing your mind towards your breath. If your mind wanders off into thinking about the future, just bring it back towards the breath. Bring it back towards the stretch. And let's shake off that left leg. And let's go into all fours. Go into a back stretch in which we pull away from you. So interlace the hands and pull away from you. Interlace the hand. Now place the hands on the lower back. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Back extension. Once again, pull away from you. Lift the chin, lift the chest, squeeze the glutes, open up the chest here. This is camel. This is called camel. This is great for the lower back. Once again, pull away from you, stretching out the scapula protraction. And from here, we're lifting the shoulders. We're lifting the chest, opening up the shoulders. The glenohumeral joint. Let's open up the shoulder joint. Couple cat camels again, pulling away from you, rounding the back, lifting the chin, lifting the chest. Let's sweep the feet towards the right. And let's go into a few abdominal work here. We're slowly gonna lean back into a boat position. Hands are clasped and we're just gonna rotate from side to side. Keeping the back at an angle, your chin is lifted. Remember to keep the breathing very rhythmic. Exhale and reach. Exhale, reach. Great job. Breathing, working the core, right? Thanksgiving was the other day. Let's work the core. Let's generate heat within the abdominals, lifting the chin and slowly lower down. Once again, bear hugging your knees, giving yourself self-love. Let's go into a few crunches, one hand on top of the other, reaching all the way up. Shoulder blades are coming off the ground. Exhale. Exhale. Exhaling up. Great job. Breathe into it. Exhale out. Once again, just bring both knees towards the chest. Bear hugging, giving yourself love. Hugging yourself. Stretching out the lower back, stretching out those lower abdominals. Way to explore. Now for the last 5 minutes of class, Shavasana. The last 5 minutes of class, we are going to focus on the work that we did today. We are going to be thankful for the energy that we brought to our mats today. The energy that we brought to our practice. For the last couple of minutes of class, I want us just to focus on our breath. focus on our breathing. As we inhale through our nose, feel our stomach rise. As we exhale through our mouth, feel our stomach lower. Just being aware of your body in contact with the ground. Aware of your heels being in contact with the ground. Remember, if the mind begins to wander off, bring it back to the breath. Today's practice today was beneficial for the mind. It was beneficial for the spirit. As you inhale, just be aware that you're inhaling. As you exhale, just be aware that you're exhaling. No need to judge. No need to worry about the past or the future. Just bring attention and awareness to the breath. As you inhale, know that you're inhaling. As you exhale, know that you're exhaling. You're generating tranquility and peace as you calm the mind and you calm the body. As you inhale, feel your chest rise. As you exhale, feel your chest lower. This is our natural awareness. This is our natural human spirit. Peace that you generated today, I hope it stays with you for the remainder of the day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.